Okay, so today we will be exploring Oceania, a journey through land and culture. So first, what is Oceania? We'll start by defining and describing what exactly this region is. The Oceania is made up of islands across the span of the Pacific Ocean. Oceania covers four subregions: Melanesia, Micronesia, Australasia, and Polynesia. Although these islands have an abundance of similarities, they also have many differences as well. Let's take a look of some of the similarity and differences between the four Oceania subregions. We can kind of see it on this first slide here where it says Melanesia is consists of Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, while Micronesia consists of Guam, Marshall Islands, and Palau. And Australasia obviously is consists of Australia and New Zealand, and Polynesia consists of Hawaii, Tonga, and French Polynesia. Some of the similarities between the Oceanias are the cultures pretty much and how they have common traits with their lifestyle values and environment. So they all share the same relevance to strong traditions in storytelling, dance, and music. They have a deep connection to nature and the ocean. Of course, given the area that they're in, there is no real access to modern infrastructure. They have a dependence on fishing, farming, and tourism for that exact same reason. They often struggle with the climate change and isolation. These similarities help them connect to their people and cultures across the regions. Some differences that they have are they have a various amount of languages. So not everyone's from every island have the same language. There's differences in their government systems. Some have independent nation versus territories. There's an economic gap between the wealthier areas like Australia and smaller island nations. The climate differences from tropical islands to dry inland regions, and of course, the level of urban development and access to modern infrastructure. These differences highlight the unique identities within Oceania. So now we'll proceed to the physical geography of the Oceania. So on the side, we have a picture of the various islands that are made up of, well, we have a picture of the various islands in the Pacific Ocean that are in the Oceania. As you can see, there's multiple small islands across the whole picture, but the biggest one is Australasia, while it's followed by Polynesia, then Australia, and Micronesia and Melanesia. Some areas like Australia are massive and take up a significant amount of space, while others like Tuvalu and Nauru are so small that they barely show up on the map. The region is commonly divided into the four parts, as mentioned in the previous slides, each with the island that vary in size, shape, and landscape. This wide distribution and mix of island sizes make Oceania physical geography unique compared to the other regions in the world. Now let's dive into the cultural geography of the Oceania. First, cultural geography is about how people's culture, as in what they believe, how they live, what they do to connect to their peers, and how they live, where they live. Basically, that's all of that put together. It looks at how different places shape the way they act and how culture spreads from one area to another. It's basically how people and places influence each other through traditions, lifestyle, and everyday life. So we'll dig a little deeper into the cultural geography of the Oceania, such as their traditions, food, clothing, and etc. They still wear traditional clothing during ceremonies like woven skirts, tappa cloth, and flower accessories. The food is usually fresh and local, with things such as coconut, fruits, and fish. Their music, dance, and storytelling are very important since they all share a common history, and it helps them keep their traditions alive. And since they are on islands, the family and community comes first in their daily life. It's a region full of culture, traditions, and very strong roots. A few fun facts about the Oceania is that it's made up of over 10,000 islands across the Pacific Ocean. Some countries like Nauru are so small that you can walk across them in under an hour. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is the largest coral reef in the world. Easter Island is known for its giant stone statues called moai, and Papua New Guinea has over 800 different languages spoken. So, in conclusion, from everything that we've learned here about the Oceania, it's a very fascinating and diverse region made up of thousands of islands, including the major areas like Polynesia, Micronesia, and Melanesia. It stretches across the Pacific Ocean and is home to a wide range of cultures, languages, and traditions. Even though the islands are spread far apart, many share similar values like respect for nature, strong family ties, and storytelling through dance, music, and tattoos. The physical geography is just as diverse from volcanoes, coral reefs, also to rainforests, deserts, and sandy beaches. Life across the Oceania often blends traditional practices with modern influences, creating a unique and rich cultural vibe. Overall, Oceania is more than just a group of islands, it is a region full of history, beauty, and deep-rooted identity. That concludes the overall gist of where and what the Oceania consists of. Thank you.